and communities to practice a lifestyle that is synchronous with the nature. As a part of this webinar series, today we have an eminent orator, Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta sir, to narrate the origin of environmental science from Vedas. It's my pleasure to call upon Ms. Aparna to introduce him to the participants.
Thank you, Shabna. It is my distinct pleasure to extend a warm invitation to Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta, a distinguished figure in the realm of environmental science, to deliver a keynote speech on the origin of environmental science from Vedas. Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta is an extensive expertise as a board member of the Central Pollution Control Board, board member of the Delhi Pollution Control Board, chairman of the Jilmi Common Effluent Treatment Plant Society, and the president of Delhi Manufacturer Association, showcases unparalleled commitment to our environment. His leadership role in overseeing the effluent treatment of 18 lakh liters per day at the Jilmil Common Effluent Treatment Plant is a testament to his hands-on involvement in critical environmental initiatives. Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta's educational journey marked by an MSc in Environmental Science, MBA, and LLB, MA, and a PhD, along with the Environmental Studies at IIT Roorkee and IISc Bangalore, which underscores his comprehensive understanding on this subject. We believe that Dr. Anil Kumar Gupta's insights into the origin of environmental science from Vedas will be enlightening. Let's welcome Dr. Anil sir for the speech. Sir, I would also like to mention about the time duration for this speech. It will be 1 hour, including 10-minute discussion, sir. Sir, please share the screen. Thank you, sir.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Is
start sharing the
TVR sir
screen.
is there? TVR sir is there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am around.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm
Yeah, good
not able to
afternoon.
see your face. Only because of you, I'm able to speak in this webinar. I'm not an expert in this subject, but when Bharat Setru phoned me up, I just seen some Vedas and the relation of the Vedas with the environmental science. So I'm not an expert, so excuse me if anything is wrong is there, but I tried to relate the studies of Vedas and the origin of environmental science from Vedas. I have penned down some of the hardcore literature from Vedas, right, Rig Vedas and other Upanishads. And TVR sir, you correct me at the end if I'm at any fault, because I respect you a lot. Should I start now my topic?
Yes, sir.
When we analyze Indian culture and tradition, we find living in harmony with nature has been an integral part of daily life. It can be easily testified in a variety of daily life practice, religious beliefs, traditional arts, and rituals since time memorial. The Indian values consider the earth a living entity of reverence rather than an object of exploitation. The variety of cultural practices and sound relationship with nature in India is unparalleled in the world. The environmental conservation in India is not a new concept, rather it is integrated into daily life. Many plants and animals have been considered a matter of religious importance. Usually people, neem, banyan trees and stone apple are revered and protected through religious practices. Also, many plants and trees are traditionally planted and worshipped on the temple premises by various communities in India. Though these practices are rooted in religious beliefs, however, it has a significant contribution to the protection of forest and wildlife. Likewise, many animals are considered sacred by the communities and never killed or sacrificed. Traditionally, the Indian environment protection practices carry huge social, religious, and moral values. It makes the customary protection system of India unparalleled in the world. The Indian civilization maintained a sustainable relationship with nature. We call it a civilization because environmental protection uh, is an integral part of the Indian value system and lifestyles. The typical Indian lifestyle gives valuable insights into traditional knowledge and wisdom. The knowledge practiced, observed, and refined based on their validation and utility over thousands of years could provide a better solution to today's environmental crisis.
Okay, sir.
Apart from the forest, wildlife protection is also reflected in rituals, religious beliefs, and myths of the local communities. For example, if you deserve the Indian religious god and goddess, if you observe the Indian religious god and goddess, you will find every god or goddess has some animal attached to it, which is, you can say, as a symbol also. It finds very high respect within Indian values. You cannot find Lord Shiva without a small snake rounding in the neck. Likewise, Lakshmi, a goddess of wealth and prosperity, is closely attached to the owl. Additionally, you will hardly find any photograph of Ma Saraswati, a goddess of knowledge, without a lotus and a swan. Therefore, the ancient wisdom and traditional knowledge of production and optimum use of the forest are part and parcel of the Indian values and culture. Now, when we talk about documentary evidence on forest protection in India, we mention about the Agni Puran. This Agni Puran mentions if a man protects tree, he may have material and religious gain. This is what written in Agni Puran. We explored further, we find that environment in Vedas is closer to the modern and holistic understanding rather than only focusing on the forest. Therefore, it focuses on coexistence and symbiotic interrelationship with various aspects of nature. Another distinguished feature of Vedas is optimal use and enjoyment of nature. Another significant point is that the wealth of nature is for everyone. Therefore, sharing and caring for nature is a common concern. It took a long time for modern environmental jurisprudence to evolve and adopt this concept. So, the sustainable development was mentioned in our Vedas. The Kautilya's Arthasas provides a detailed account of the duties of the ruler relating to forest protection. It says the ruler must protect the existing forest and set up new forest. The king Ashoka, the great, in his famous fifth pillar edict, provides an elaborate list of animals which are prohibited from hunting. That is, it shows huge concern for the protection of the wildlife.
Okay, sir.
The modern Indian scientist should be astonished and also feel proud of our ancestors for their knowledge and views about the environment. Ancient seers knew about various aspects of environment, about cosmic orders, and also about the importance of coordination between all natural powers for universal peace and harmony. The In fact, the Vedas are the first text in the library of mankind. In Hindu rituals, we recite many mantras, and one of the routine mantras which we daily recite in our praise is Shanti mantra. It is taken from the Vedas. If I relate these mantras with the present environment, let me first recite this mantra. It says, Om Dav Shanti, Antariksha Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Rapa Shanti, Roshidaya. Shanti Vanaspataya, Shanti Vishwadeva, Shanti Brahma, Shanti Sarv Shanti, Shanti Reve, Shanti Shama, Shanti Reddi, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This mantra is from Yajurved 36 by 17. In this Shanti mantra, we pray for peace at all levels and side by side express their belief about the importance of coordination and interrelationship among all natural powers and religion and reason. The prayer says that not only reason, water, plants, trees, natural energies, but all creatures should live in harmony and peace. Peace should remain everywhere. The mantra takes about the concord with the universe, peace of sky, peace of mid-region, peace of earth, peace of water, peace of plants, peace of trees, peace of all gods, peace of Brahman, peace of universe, peace of peace. May that peace come to me. This one single mantra elaborates about what our ancient Vedas and ancient culture thought of sustainable development and the conservation of environment. The Vedas deal with knowledge, the knowledge of all sorts. They cover knowledge both physical and spiritual. They are source of all knowledge according to Manusmriti. Especially the Vedic view revolve around the concept of nature and life. The vision of the beauty of life and nature in the Vedas are actually are extremely rich and poetic in poetic value. Whereas nowhere else in the world has the glory of dawn and sunrise and the silence and sweetness of nature received such rich and at the same time such pure expression. The symbolic pictures they projected, they remain close to life and nature. The most authoritative among the four Vedas is called the Rig Veda. Each Vedic verse has one or more sagas, that is rishis, and deities, that is devtas, associated with it. Generally, rishis are supposed to be the recipient of knowledge revealed in the verses, and devtas are supposed to be the gods in whose praise verses are revealed. The Vedic hymns are full of statements, ideas, and unusual images which contain truth of all sciences. Here, knowledge is couched in symbolic language, and unless the symbols are decoded, the real purpose of the mantras cannot be understood. The only point is that Vedas need to be studied and interpreted not in a pedantic manner, but in their proper perspective and in the relevant context. The Vedas and disciplines of modern science are complementing and not contradicting. If modern science is seen or read through Vedic eyes, it will be of much benefit to society. The environmental science and ecology are discipline of modern science under which study of environment and its constituents is done with minute detail. As science, they are established in 20th century, but their origin can be seen long back in the Vedic age. The concept of environment differ from age to age since it depends upon the condition prevalent at that particular time.
Okay.
As per Environment Protection Act 1986, the environment includes water, air, and land, and the interrelationships which exist among and between water, air, and land and human beings, other living creatures, plant, microorganisms, and prosperity. From the above definition, it can be briefly said that environment consists of two components, namely biotic, that is the living organism, and abiotic, that is non-living material factors. In modern Sanskrit, the word Paryavaran is used for environment, meaning which encircles us, which is all around in our surroundings. The Vedic view on environment is well defined in one verse of the Atharvaveda, where three coverings of our surroundings are referred as Chandamasi. Wise utilize three elements variously, which are varied, visible, and full of qualities. These are water, air, and plants or herbs. They exist in the world from the beginning. They are called the Chandamasi, meaning coverings available everywhere. It proves the knowledge of Vedic seers about the basic element of environment. It is clear that the Vedic vision to live in harmony with environment was not merely physical, but was for wider and much comprehensive. The Vedic people desired to live a life of 100 years, and this wish can be fulfilled only when environment will be unpolluted, clean, and peaceful. The knowledge of Vedic science is meant to save the human beings from falling into an utter darkness of ignorance. The unity in diversity is the message of Vedic physical and metaphysical sciences. Essence of the environmental studies in the Vedas can be put here by quoting a partial mantra of Ishvashya Upanishad, which says, one should enjoy with renouncing. What this means? It means the sustainable development. One should enjoy with renouncing or giving up or of the other parts. The Vedic message is clear. That environment belongs to all living beings, so it needs protection by all for the welfare of all. So we can very well conclude uh, that the environmental science, the origin, uh, was there in the Vedas time also. Now let us give some of the other principles which are mentioned in the our Vedas and which talk about the preservation of environment, the environment sustainable development and all that. If I mention point by point, let's take first the divinity to nature. Uh, Rig Veda hymns could be divided into many parts, but their main part belongs to natural humans. The hymns related with natural forces, yet Vedic gods are explained in different ways by the scholars of India and West. But speaking generally, the hymns addressed to deities, that is the Devata, are under the influence of the most impressive phenomena of nature and its aspect. The word Devta means divine, dignity, which is bright, strong, donor, and powerful. In these prayers, uh, we find prayers for certain natural elements such as air, water, earth, sun, rain, down, etc. The glorious brightness of the sun, the blaze of the sacrificial fire, the sweep of the rainstorm across the skies, and the recurrence of the dawn, the steady current of the winds, the violence of the tropical storm, and other such natural energies, fundamental activities or aspects are glorified and personified as divinities, that is, devtas. The interaction with nature resulted in appreciation and prayer, but indeed, after a good deal of observation, attributes assigned to deities fit in their natural forms and activities. As Soma is green, fire is bright, air is fast moving, and sun is dispenser of darkness. The characteristics of these forces described in the verses prove that Vedic seers were master of natural science.
Okay, sir.
In Vedic view, the world consists of Agni, that is fire or heat, and Soma, that is water, sun, that is Surya, is the soul of all which is moving and also of which is not moving. Indra is most powerful god who kills Vritra, the symbol of clouds to free waters. Vritra means one who covers and is derived from the root vri, to cover. Uh, in the opinion, the main force of expansion in the Vedic cosmology in India and his chief advisory, the main force of contraction is Vritra. Marut are Indra's associates. Vedic seers pray boldly, boldly to these natural forces and expect for bestowing plenty and prosperity on them. Aditi is praised as Dev Mata, the mother of all natural energies, and she symbolized the nature. Further in the Vedas, Varuna is depicted as the lord of Rita, the universal natural order. He is a sovereign god, great king, lawmaker, and ruler of cosmos and even of the gods. Basically, he is regarded as the lord of water and ocean, but chiefly he controls and keeps the world in order. From his throne on high, he looks down upon all that happens in the world and into the heart of man. By the law of Varuna, heaven and earth are held apart. He made the golden swing, the sun to shine in heaven. He has made wide path for the sun, but his ordinance, the moon shining brightly, moves at night, and the stars placed up on high are seen at night but disappears by day. He causes the river to flow. As a moral governor, Varuna stands far away, far above any other deity. Thus, the concept of Varuna represents the consciousness of Vedic seer in respect to controlling and balancing the natural forces in the environment. Let's take another point of the division of universe. Vedic seers have a great vision about the universe. The universe is made on scientific principle, and that's why it is well measured. The universe consists of three intertwined webs: Prithvi, Antariksha, and Dayu. Vedic scientists uh, divided even the length in three, calling them upper, medium, and lower. The tripartite division of the universe into three regions: Prithvi, the earth; Antariksha, the aerial or intermediate region, which is between heaven and earth; and Dayu, the heavens or sky, is very well established in the Vedic literature. Prithvi can be given a scientific name, observer space. It is our space, the space in which we live and die. Whatever we can see and observe from one end of the universe to the other end is the expansion of Prithvi. And that is what the name Prithvi means, the broad and extended one. Daitu can be termed light space because light propagates in this space. Antarish can be termed as intermediate space. As this space exists in between observer space and light space, a verse from the Yajurveda states that the division of universe was done on a subtle level and not on gross level. The Vedic sagas had the capability of looking at such a subtle level which is beyond the teachings of modern science. Here, in reference to environmental study, we regard the division of the universe as the most important concept of the Vedas. Let's take the another concept of the earth, that is Prithvi. In the Atharveda, the earth is described as one hume of 63 verses. This famous hume called Bhumshukta or Prithvi Viskuta indicates the environmental consequences of Vedic seers. The seers appear to have advanced understanding of the earth through the hume. She is called Vasudha for containing all wealth, Hiran Vaska for having uh, gold bosom, and Jugato Niveshaka for being a god of whole world. She is not for the different races. of man alone, but for other creature also. She is called Vishwa, Vishambhara because she is representative of the universe. She is the only planet directly available for the study of the universe and to realize the underlying truth. This is wide earth which supports varieties of herbs, oceans, rivers, mountains, hills, etc. She has at places different colors as dark, tawny, white. She is raised at some place and lowered at some places. The earth is fully responsible for our good, for our food and prosperity. She is praised for her strength. She is served day and night by rivers and protected by sky. The immortal heart of earth is in the highest firmament. Her heart is sun. She is one enveloped by the sky or space and causing the force of gravitation. She is described as holding Agni. It means she is described as the geothermal field. The earth is described then as being present in the middle of a scene, that is sedimentary rocks, and as one having magical moments. The Hume talks about different energies which are generated from the form of the earth. O Prithvi, thy central, thy navel, all forces that have issued from thy body set up amid those forces breathe upon us. Thus, the earth holds almost all the secrets of nature, which will help us in understanding the universe. She is invested with divinity and respect as mother. The earth is my mother, and I am her son. The geographical demarcation on this earth have been made by man and not by the nature. Now, let us come with another concept, that is concept of water, that is known as up. Water is essential in our form of life. According to Rig Veda, the water is as a part of human environment occurs in five forms: rainwater, divya, natural spring, saravanti, wells and canals, khanirtma, lakes, swayamaja, rivers, samudra delta. Now, let's take to the another concept, that is the concept of air, or we call it as a Vayu in Vedas. The observer space is the abode of matter practices, light space is the abode of energy, and the intermediate space is Antariksh, is the abode of field. The principal deity of Antariksh is Vayu. Jeminu, Brahma's quotes, Vayu brightens in Antariksh. Field is another form of energy, and therefore Yajurveda says Vayu has penetrating brightness. The meaning of Vayu is made clear in Shatpata Brahman in the following mantra. Sun and rest of universe is woven in a string. What is that string? That is Vayu. The words clearly show that here Vayu cannot mean air alone. If we talk of another concept like the concept of Akash, modern environmentalists discuss sound or noise pollution. There is a relation between ether and sound. The sound waves move in sky at various frequencies. Scientists could see the sky which exists only in the vicinity of Earth, but in the Taittiriya Upanishad throws lights on the two types of ether. That is one inside the body, another outside the body. The ether inside the body is regarded as the seat of mind. An interesting advice to the mankind is found in the Yajurveda. Do not destroy anything of the sky and do not pollute the sky. Do not destroy anything of Antariksh. The sun shines in Dyaluka and we get light from sky. The sun rays strengthen our inner power and are essential for our life. Thus, importance and care for that is openly mentioned in the Vedic Vasta. In our modern environmental science, now we have established that in the ozone layer there is a black holing or the thinning of the layer. This is all already mentioned in our Vedas when we talk of the concept of Akash. Let's take to the another concept that is of the mind, that is manas. Many prayers are found in Vedas requesting the God to keep the mind free from bad thoughts and bad thinking. In this regard, uh, the Yajurveda is worth mentioning. Considering the havoc that polluted minds may create, our ancient sagas prayed for a noble mind free from bad ideas. It recognizes manas. Manas means the mind as one of the nine basic substances in the universe. The mind is most powerful and unsteady. Although the study of mind does not appear directly under the context of modern environmental science, but in reference to cultural environment consciousness of Vedic seers, we find many ideas discussed in Vedic literature on the pollution of mind and its precautions. Let me take you to the another concept that relates with the animals and birds. Animals and birds are part of nature and environment. It is naturally, it is natural, therefore, the Vedic seers have mentioned about their characteristics and activities and have desired their welfare. Rig Veda
Okay.
classified them in three groups: sky animals like birds, forest animals, and animals in human habitation. All the three types of living creatures found in the universe have distinct environment, and every living creature has an environment of its own. But when we look upon man's perspective, all of them constitute his environment. There is a general feeling in the Vedic text that animals should be safe, protected, and healthy. Domestic animals as well as wild animals, along with human beings, should live in peace under the control of certain deities like Rudra, Kushan, etc. Vedic people have shown anxious solicitude for welfare of their cattle, cows, horses, etc. The cow is a symbol of wealth and prosperity, occupied a very prominent place in the life of the people of Vedic times. So this is all about the nature and the animals and the birds. Now let's talk of the other concept, that is the plants and herbs. In Vedas we call them Oshadi. The knowledge about the origin and significance of plants can be traced out from Vedic literature in details. In Rig Veda, one Aryani Sukta is addressed to the deity of forest. Aryani, the queen of the forest, received high praise from the sagas, not only for her gift to man, but also for her charm. Forest should be green with trees and plants. Oshadi, Sukta of Rigveda addresses to plants and vegetable as mother. O mother, hundreds are your birthplaces and thousands are your shoots. The plants came to existence on their earth before the creation of animals. Chandogya Upanishad elaborates, water have generated plants, which in turn generated food. As I mentioned earlier also, the Atharveda mentions certain names of Oshadis with their values. Later, this information become important source of the Ayurveda. The Rig Veda instructs that forests should not be destroyed. The Atharveda talks about the relation of plants and earth. The earth is keeper of creation, container of forest, trees, and earth. Plants are life. So this is all
Sir, there is a question by Ladish. Is our Vedas refer to electromagnetic waves?
It refers to electromagnetic waves, but for deep study, you have to study deeply the Vedas. I have just read a reference.
Oh, okay, sir. Any other questions?
Anyone else? See, in our Vedas, the sustainable development is the core, and which is a new concept now. Like in the Shanti mantra, which I recited, and anybody can check from the net and read. It covers everything. So, should we wind up?
Okay, Dr. Anil, thank you very much.
Anil sir,
Yes.
yeah, I wanted to add one point because I hear one important point from your talk, that is Vedic people have good age because of the clean environment and ecology. Because nowadays the people are suffering different diseases, different health issues, and then within a very less age itself people are dying and all the things. But this concept I am very happy to hear that Vedic people has good age because of the clean environment and ecology. That is very interesting point, and I am very happy to that one.
See,
Thank
in
you,
the
sir.
Vedas, people just let me just reply. In the Vedas, people used to live for more than 100 years. In a recent WHO study, the average life of citizens of Delhi and NCR has been reduced by 11 and a half years because of the air pollution. This is a recent study of the WHO. So, the pollution affects our health and it is reducing our life.
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights on the topic. Uh, Very thank you. On behalf of IACP, IASC CES, I wholeheartedly thank you.
Thank you very much.